What is going on, Nissan Nation? This is a special breaking news report, and I wanted everybody to kind of get a feel for the new Frontier. Now, this was spotted by moderator extraordinaire Joe Taylor. So first off, I want to say thank you to Joe Taylor on this. But guys, we if you're just joining us, and Danny had to run, so I'm trying to do something here on my own. So please have some patience with me. And let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's pull that over here. But we've got breaking news. And once again, I wanted you guys to especially my United States, my American audience, to get a kind of an exclusive on this a little bit. Because a lot of my audience wouldn't probably be catching this. And once again, since this is breaking news, guys, I apologize. But I've got to do some sharing real quick. And hopefully this is gone out. And I apologize for the silence. But there we go. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, once again, thank you for all of you that are joining back in the stream. I apologize, but this is breaking news that we have to get into. And I want everybody to have a chance to talk about it. So, once again, this was Eagle Eye spied in tonight's release of the 2021 Navara. And, guys, this is, I can't believe this either made it on purpose or what is going on here, because this shouldn't be. There we go. All right. Sorry. Once again, I am trying to share this out. All right. So there we go. What is up, Mike? What is up, Croy? Guys, get back to this picture. There you go. There is the potential 2021 Nissan Frontier. And this was eagle-eyed by, like I said, once again, this was eagle-eyed by Joe Taylor there. Joe, with his Instagram. Joe had hit me up and said, "Hey, Dave, did you see that?" And I was too busy running a show to catch it. But guys, that is nutty that either somebody didn't catch that they had that in there or what. But or maybe a lot of times these companies want this in their video. They want these little Easter eggs. They're hoping for this. AC Supersport, when do you think the reveal for the 2021 Frontier will be? I had a little birdie tell me the other day it might actually be in about 2 weeks. I'm nothing confirmed about that, but it could be really soon. And I've had conflicting reports pop up, but then I checked another source and they still said first quarter of next year this truck's out. So obviously you see the Titan there. I mean, you can't mistake the Titan there. And in this picture, let's see. Sorry, this is breaking news live, so you have to deal with my my kind of poor edits. But you can see that there is the Navara, and this was in the background of one of the pictures. There's the next Navara, and there is the Titan. So you got Titan, Frontier, and Navara, and in not on purpose, someone's in trouble. Now, they do these things on purpose sometimes. Nissan, if you want some publicity, you might throw in a few Easter eggs. And I've seen this happen in other brands, but not this blatantly. Like this picture that Joe has, I remember seeing it flash, but I just didn't give it any thought really, because I was too busy running a show here and trying to watch for every detail, and it's one I missed. So Joe Taylor, dude, great poll there, and thank you for sharing that, man. So yes, Joe, I think that is a platinum edition Titan, and I've going to stand by this, that I think the Frontier gets a platinum edition, and I think that's pretty close to what we could see as a platinum edition. that restores my faith in the Frontier just a little bit. I will say that. That is just by that image right there, it looks great. And it's not as Titan like as you would think it was going to be. Now, obviously, you see the big. See if I can do this while we're talking. I think you can. No, you can't see my arrow. Oh, it's because never mind. Sorry, talking to myself. But I think that definitely the Titan, the bumper, the lower part of the bumper is definitely a little bit of Titan there. The lights are very unique, their own, and I'm curious what I really am. I'm curious what you guys think of this thing. Do you think that is it? And I'm a little speechless here because I just I can't believe they were that blatant obvious about it. I am. Oh, somebody on Facebook's like, I think I'll be trading in a year or two. I don't know, man. It's probably a good looking truck. If we can see a cleaned up version of it. Those tires are nice. I like the hood. Yeah, the tires look aggressive there, Kelly. They do. They look a little off-road worthy. I like that. I mean, I like the Navara. Don't get me wrong. We just did a whole show on the Navara, but I like that it's more of a, the front end's not dragging the ground there like you see in that Navara. What else could it be? That is true, guys. What else could it be? Once again, like and share this particular feed, guys. This would mean a lot to me if you would like this particular feed and share it everywhere. Repeat. I don't care if you see it somewhere else. Keep sharing this video, guys. I've been very honest that the show needs your help to grow, and this would help the show quite a bit. So, things we know about that truck right now: the 2021 Nissan Frontier is getting the 3.8 liter V6 with that 9-speed transmission. But question marks around that engine is: do they bump up does it get bumped up to a little more horsepower? I personally think they do. I have nothing to base that on. It's just me speculating, but I think at least it gets at least 5 more horsepower. I think Nissan wants to be solely in command of the horsepower race in the mid-sized market. And guys, that blows me away, man. You guys know me. I'm not speechless a lot of times, and for them to do, guys, I've seen some things. So I think that's more why I'm speechless about this thing. So Tim with pickup truck and SUV talk. So Navara, Frontier, then Titan. Yes, that's what it looks like, Tim. It looks like that they are. This is obviously their design studio. I would assume Japan. Yeah, Danny had to leave. I'm sorry. He was still pretty upset about the elections, and he needed to go cry on his pillow. No, I don't really know what Danny did with that. I'm just kidding. But no, he had some family obligations he had to get to. But you know me, I live and breathe this stuff, man. So, we got a few people in here, man. Once again, if you guys would like and share this feed out, it's going to be the best way to get that image of that truck out. So I am in the midst of doing that once again. So if you'll have some patience with me, we'll get your questions ready, guys, because I am ready to. We're going to tackle these things, and obviously, I've been planning a video of where we're at in the progression of the truck that I was going to release later in the week. Obviously, I'm going to have to get to that tomorrow, so be excited. There'll be a new video coming out on it, but tonight we will talk about. Yes, Tim, the Navara is on the right-hand side, the Frontier is in the middle, and Titan is on the left-hand side. Thank you, Ronald, and thank you to everybody who must be the SL lineup. Martin, I've said for a while that I believe that the Frontier is going to get a Platinum edition. If I believe that is a Platinum Titan next to it, and it looks to be the high trim of the Navara. Oh man, so that's what I'm going to go with right now. But the tires, just what we can tell of those tires, they look aggressive. Now they just maybe the shadowing or the light on them. But that's pretty freaking cool. Tim, I will send you. I'm gonna send you that picture, Tim, so you can. Something I cleaned up just a little bit. And if you guys don't know Tim, there with pickup truck and SUV talk, is a good friend of the show, and deserves to have that picture as well. So there you go, Tim. I do like the hood, and we were going through the Navara, and obviously paint colors that you see on the Navara, we're going to get here in the United States. So that battleship gray, you're going to see that, and that red lettering in the Pro Forex, you're going to see that in this thing. But I still hold true that we're going to get a Nismo version of this truck. So be ready for that. I hold true to that. And my last time my source told me was Nissan wanted to bring the truck out in 2021, and then the next year they wanted to drop the Nismo. So you heard it here first on that. I don't think I've really talked about that too much, but there we go. And let me see if I can share this out just a few more places. Let's see, Frontier Nation. We got to share it to the nation, right? I apologize for the quiet here. It's not usually what you want in a stream, but there we go. All right, so we got 54 in here right now. Guys, let me know. Let's go through your comments real quick because we know the basics. Once again, we know that it's going to get the 3.8-liter V6 engine with a 9-speed transmission. Obviously, it's going to have all the safety features, the tech, and everything. The Nissan Navara video that we watched a little bit ago was talking about the electric. It's getting that truck is getting an upgraded power assist, but it's going to be electric. And why do they go with electric steering? You got to have it for autonomous driving, which isn't a big deal anymore. It's been perfected now for quite a few years. Obviously, this truck is going to be full of tech. The Frontier will be full of tech, and you know, it's way. And I'm as an off-roader, it doesn't excite me too much. But as a practical dad whose teen might be driving one of these, I appreciate that kind of tech. Let's see, Joe Taylor 48 are watching. Thank you guys, thank you, and thank you all to remember to smash the like button on this thing because that gets Google's attention to hey, this needs to be trending right now. So once again, sorry, I'm looking at. To pull in this. I appreciate that kind of. Anyway, so let's see what some of your questions. Let me go through here because I'm sure I passed a few of them. Let's see. Right-hand drive. Where was that? Let's see. Matte chrome. Those tires look good too. Croy. I kind of don't like the front end. That's all right. That's all right. Zach, like the Navara, but glad what we assume the Frontier has more trim on the front. Yes. Tires are nice. Looks awesome. Xterra, come on, Joe. Oh, man. Let's see. Zach says 6 foot would be great. Hope they carry over the Baja Storm. Yeah, oh, Austin, that color is coming. There's no doubt about that. Nissan, like every manufacturer, Ford with the Bronco right now, they've named it 13 different names for a color of a truck. And it's the same paint they use in all their lineup. Woo! Needed that monster there. Needed that energy, boys. And ladies, if you're in the chat. Let's see. So compare it to the Titan, like better Mini Titan. Joe, I've fought that Mini Titan feel for a long time now. We've seen a pretty good shot of the interior of this thing. So yes, the interior is going to be all Titan. The outside though doesn't look as Titan as a lot of people were saying that it might. Obviously, that hood, you can tell it's a very aggressive hood. But it doesn't seem it's a little more aggressive than what that Titan's got. Would like to see the display between tacos. Yes, the Pro 4X is going to look great in this thing, man, with the blacked out grills and everything. Finally, Nissan's going to do that. Once again, sorry, gentlemen, I need to edit this video while we're streaming real quick. I know it's completely rude, and I apologize, but it cannot be helped because you guys want to know about these things, and I want to share them to the world a little bit. So, all right. Pardon that. Pardon that. But anyways, so Joe, tell me, since you spotted this thing in this video, Joe, by the way, thank you for pointing that out to me privately. Joe's a young man, and he's going to be a great car journalist one of these days. And Joe, what is your opinion of this thing? What do you think, Joe? What do you think about this thing? Because obviously, you just bought you a new Nissan. You beat TFL. We beat TFL, Joe. Remember that. We beat TFL. And that's hard to do sometimes. So, is this thing, guys, is this thing aggressive enough for you guys? Is it, obviously, you see the Navara next to it there. And, you know, once again, if you just came from watching the Navara video, I think that was a good upgrade for that truck. I think they brought a little bit of muscle to that truck, and it needed it. It got a little car looking. It went a lot like the Colorado, not the global version Colorado, was very car-like. And Nissan at the time they designed this went that route. I think they brought a little bit of the bulkiness back to it. But it's pretty freaking cool there, guys. I wish this was a little sharper image for everybody, but obviously it's a kind of a spied photo, as it were. Kelly says, I would like to see the Nismo or Pro 4X. Well, Kelly, if you go to our video from April, you can see a good version of that Nismo. And let's do this. I think I have that where I can bring it up next to us here. Let me see if I can pull that up while we're doing this. Once again, this is live television. So be patient. And we'll see what we can do. All right, we're going to add an image. Oh, now where did I put that? That's the only thing is, guys, you got to go, where did I put that image? All right, so all right, here's a good image to bring in. Now it's going to go crazy. This is going to be crazy on us for a minute, guys. But so here's one of the spy testing photos, and I'm just going to this is going to be a jumbly mess. But we're gonna work with this. So there, obviously, you can see everything about this truck right here looks exactly the same. I mean, like, it's damn near exactly the same on this one here. And obviously, this is a fairly nice trim level there. Let me see if I can pull in another image, because I love you guys, and I wanna let's really talk about this thing. Where did I put that? Stream images. Maybe. Pardon me. Once again, I know I'm being rude. All right, I gotta put that on hold just a second because I'm gonna find this while we're talking. Guys, what do you think of the image I just put up there next to that? Do y'all see the similarities? Do you think that's it? Is that it? Who knows? Let's I want your questions. Once again, I'm trying to find my Nismo picture, because I want to put that up there as well. There it is. All right, let's rename that. Oh man, what a night, guys! This was such an unexpected. I was blown away by the Navara, and then we get this little gem. Let's see, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Nismo? La 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 la. I know I'm being rude here. Just have patience with me. Where did that image go? Man, I'm killing myself here. I'm killing myself. There it is. All right. Bam. All right. Now that's blown up in our faces there. So let's we'll do that. All right. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you think of this, because think that's really, really telling, is what I think. Sorry, let me save that. Save, boom. All right, I'm done. I'm all y'all's. You have my complete attention now. There we go. So let me look through the comment. The headlights are different, maybe. I think it's the blurriness of that, maybe a little bit, that they look a little different. Obviously, the picture we're seeing too is probably a computer generated image. Could be slightly different when we see the reveal. There, once again, you can kind of look at the Nismo version I have over there. Look at the red in the grill. Look at the red kind of Titan-like bulge, and you can see the exact same bulge in that middle picture. Definitely, it's definitely there. The headlights are definitely all there. Obviously, the one my spy image is slightly different because it is a rendering. And I still believe the Nismo version is going to be fairly close to what we're seeing there. Let's see. Nissan Hawaii Nation, do you think they're going to increase the power of the new engine? I do think that that's going to happen, Ronald. Nissan's known for holding back just a little bit on their motors. So I can see a point where they do kind of give us give us at least 5 more horsepower is what I would say. I don't think they're going to go nuts with it by any means. But yes, I do see a chance of them doing that for us. Let's see. So, where we at? There we go. Pull that over there. Let's see. Quarter next one. Yes. So where's Keith? Is there a possibility of the Frontier coming out the end of this year? No, there is no possibility of you being able to purchase that truck this year. But I was told the other day by a pretty good source that there's a chance that truck comes out the end of November, a reveal. I have nothing other than the source has always been a pretty good source for me. Nothing to solidly confirm or deny that. So let's see. There we go. Let's see. Wait, there was a Navara reveal tonight. Yes, Joe. Yes, Joe, you like breaking these news. Look at Joe. Joe, I appreciate you, buddy. Kelly, the wheel's the same. No, those wheels are different. What you see on the Nismo picture that I've got up there, they are slightly different. Let me see if I can make that just a little to match this a little better. Isn't live TV great? There we go. There we go. Bam. All right. Let's see. Austin, the headlights look the same among all 3. Yes, they are. I was told when I got the Nismo picture that the headlights were like pretty. That was pretty close to being it. So it does look wide. But even the one on the left looks a little wide. But I think why they look wide is the fenders are flaring out a little more. Austin, I think that that's part of the why it looks a little bit wider is that it looks, you know. I'm sorry, what is going on now? Shut that down. Sorry, I've got no errors right now. I don't need any errors right now, do we? No errors right now. All right. Let's see. We were saying, Joe, you're talking total size comparison. Comparable to the Titan. No, I don't. This is not going to be, even though I can pull that out of there if we want to look at that, the Titan next to it just a little bit. Maybe. If I could find it. There it is. All right, so there you can see the Titan. Obviously, that Frontier is out a little further. The Titan is a big truck. It is a big truck, and this is still on the. Remember, the new Frontier is still on the same frame. It's not nothing about that's changing. So they're not widening the frame. Nissan is doing this in a affordable way to refresh a truck. Woo, my voice is going out on me, boys. Thank you to all 95 of you on here right now. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let's go through them. I know I've been kind of rude tonight, and because I've been trying to edit this as we go and to get your opinions. But guys, what do you? Is this it? I'm gonna be on the. I'm gonna say that's it. That's obviously you're gonna get different looks to that truck, but that's pretty damn close to what you're gonna get. And is that enough for you, or does that look too Toyota like and Tacoma like, or is it just enough Nissan? Yes, thank you, Kelly, for saying that. Smash that like and subscribe button, guys, if you have not yet. I would greatly appreciate that. And I know people over at Nissan would appreciate that. Yeah, they wouldn't have left this picture in this. Trust me, they go through these pictures with a fine-tooth comb. They are in no position to accidentally throw something out there. There's no accidents in anything they do. And we could see in the Nissan A to Z video, you could see a pretty good outline of this vehicle. Let's see. Let's see. AC Super Sport. With the addition of a brand new Frontier, do you think the sales of the Titan will decrease and ultimately end up being discontinued in the US and the Canada markets? No, I think Nissan's in a position to ride the Titan out. That doesn't mean it gets a Gen 3 by any means. And I've said this for a while that I don't think that truck gets a Gen 3 unless for some reason, some miracle that it does start to sell. But Nissan's philosophy with the Frontier is that it does help sell the Titan, because what it's going to do, people know the Frontier. They know the name. It's got a better name sales point than the Titan. So it will bring some people into the showrooms that may not know Nissan does a full-size truck. And believe it or not, there is a large segment of the full-size truck buying market that does not know that Nissan sells a full-size truck. I've talked to multiple dealerships, and I mean multiple, and they've all told me these things without me asking. That, hey, what was that truck that just drove by? A guy was at a Ford dealership and was like, hey, what was that truck that drove by? And the dealer was like, oh, that's a Titan. Dude went and turned that Ford back in to go test drive the Titan and ended up buying a Titan because he liked it and just didn't know that Nissan did that. I hope it looks like the Nissan Navara. It's not going to. Yes, Tim. Damn it, Tim. I wish you were on Discord, man. I'd bring you in on this because this would be a good topic for you and you to talk about. Ronald, thank you so much for that. Dang it, my quick editing. I've ruined the image. Your alert box, Ronald. So you didn't get to see Danny say, "Smell my finger." Oh, let's see. Nick says the problem with the Titan is one of its one engine choice. It's weird position between a light and heavy duty. It's expensive for what you actually get. Nick, I would disagree with that. I think the XD maybe is what you're confusing that with the weird. What is it? Nissan, they did raise the price of the truck up, but it's in line with everybody else. The cool thing with Nissan is you can get $8,000 off that truck about any time you want. So it's still, if you put apples to apples, V8s to V8s, it's a bargain versus any other competitor's V8s. You stack it against Tundra right now, way better. The fuel economy alone is so much better than Tundra, and the interior is night and day versus Tundra. Tundra has Tacoma sales to feed off of, and the loyalty that people that buy the Tacoma, even Toyota has a hard time selling full-size trucks. They're only selling 8,000 to 9,000 a month, and I haven't checked their latest sale figures, but it's pretty weak when you consider Ford is, I forget what, 30,000 something. No, it might be more than that. I forget. It's something ridiculous. Oh, pardon me. I'm kind of losing. Uh, oh, oh, thank you, Tim. So, wait, you're on my Discord. Anyways, but no, I do think that Nissan needs a V6 in this thing, and I do think that the 3.8 liter V6 finally makes its way into the Titan, which might Nick actually help that a little bit, even though it's apples to apples as far as they're making a little more money maybe with the V6 because well, I don't even know on that. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here with that. But let's see. The V8 in the Titan is amazing, dude. 400 horsepower when you use that 93 octane, 390 if you don't. Still one of the best in a full size truck. The towing is you can say it's on par, but all Japanese companies are generally pretty conservative, especially tow ratings. And I think Ford and them, I think they're a little they're a little wild with their tow ratings, especially for some of these aluminum body trucks. That's pretty well documented that when you put a heavy load, you put a 10 to 12,000 pound load on it, it pushes the truck all over the road unless you get up to the 250, 350s. But we're not gonna debate Titan right now because it is what it is. Um, I do think though that this truck, I think right now it's at what is the 6,500 pounds is what I believe the Frontier is rated at. I think this truck will be beefed up to at least $7,000. Yes, we can agree on, Nick. The Titan needs a better reputation. The diesel was a letdown. Loads of issues. XDs are very pricey for what you get, and the tow rating. Yes, no, the XD, Nick, all day long was a nightmare and a mess. Like that's a fact. I've been all over Nissan's butt about that one because it doesn't make a lick of sense at all why XD was either go 2,500 or don't. They thought there was some minute bit of market there, and it was proved wrong. And Nissan takes a lot of crap for that diesel, but that Nissan didn't. Let's not kid ourselves. Nissan did not develop that diesel. That diesel, I've talked about this on the podcast, especially. That diesel was developed for a partnership between Dodge at the time, Dodge Ram, and Nissan. When Dodge was going to build the next generation Titan, that's when that was developed all the way back in 2008. I want to say the motor actually goes back to maybe 7. Nobody wanted that motor. And, obviously, Ram could have had it if they wanted it, and they chose their Fiat little 3-liter diesel over that. Nissan just needed the reputation of Cummins, and it bit them in the ass. Thank you guys, all 130 of you on here. If you guys would please hit the like button, it will get more people on here, and it will let other people know about this breaking news. And for those that don't know, this picture that you're seeing in the middle, brought to you by our buddy Joe Taylor there, who was watching our live stream and caught this image. That is the potential 2021 Nissan Frontier. To the left of it is the spied image of them testing out in the Badlands, I believe. I forget where that picture was taken. And to the right of it is the Nismo version that I released in April, picture spy photo. And we're just kind of comparing them. And they look pretty damn similar. Let's see. Ram, no Dodge. Tim, that was back then, man. I think they were still kind of in-betweeners, weren't they, at the time in 9, Ram, Dodge? I don't know. I wasn't covered. I was just worried about Nissans at the time. Yes, Joe Taylor, Nissan Community News on Instagram. If you guys would go follow Joe on that. Joe actually does great work over there, man. For as small audiences he has, Joe's a very impressive person, and I'm glad to call Joe a friend. Let's see. Looks good. Can't wait. Let's see. Fun swag. Nissan should bring back the diesel and put it in the non-XD with a new 9-speed and the Frontier. I'm not sold on diesel in the United States market. Unless you the markets here are so strange. You've got your kind of forerunner market or your Nextera kind of market, and then you've got the mid-size market. Same basic vehicles. The Frontier, same basic vehicles. Those markets do not intertwine well. They don't play together well for whatever reason. I do not know why. Same basic damn truck. They especially Frontier guys always, especially since Nissan did in what was it 16 when they dropped the 2.8 liter diesel in there as a kind of to gauge interest, and then you see the problems that GM has had with dropping the little Duramax 2.8 liter in the Colorado. Great little motor. They're not selling a ton of that, and they've dropped it. If I remember right, they pretty much only offer it in one trim now. Tim with Pickup Trucks and SUVs would know more about this than I do. But it just isn't doing as well as you would think it should. So, and I know Ford's taken a lot of grief about, hey, you put that in the Ranger, but I don't think Ford wants anything to do with diesel in the small trucks because they're just too expensive. You're $4,000 to $7,000 increase in the price, then you start talking about having to maintenance the thing, which is expensive, especially if you do not tow with that thing. If you're just using that as your daily commuter, yeah, you're going to get those killer MPGs, but that's about it. And by the time you consider what diesel costs, depending on where you are in the United States, what diesel costs versus the oil changes, the fluid changes and stuff, I don't think in a mid-sized vehicle it's worth it at all. And then you get into the fact that all these manufacturers, to make them environmentally friendly, are lying about the performance of them. Yes, thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. We are, let's see, about 2,000 on the channel right now are watching, that have been on the channel. So thank you guys for that. If you guys would like and share this stream to wherever you're watching, on your socials, it would mean a lot to me because we get access to Nissan unlike a lot of places do, because I'm literally next door to HQ here in the United States. But they want us to have they want to open up the doors to the show, but we need just a little bit bigger audience. And since we've moved from an audio show to the YouTube channel, our growth has been great. But, the bigger we are, the more doors that open up to us over there. So I do appreciate that. Let's see, Andrew, do you think when the new USA Frontier is revealed, perhaps this month, as you say, will it affect sales or interest in the Ridgeline with their facelift? That's a good question, Andrew. I think Ridgeline guy is his own. He's his own animal. I think Ridgeline guy is just a Honda guy. I like the new upgrade too. I did on our other channel, All Terrain Nation. If you want to go over there and like and subscribe, I did a whole live stream on that, and I think that especially the refresh of it, that they made it more truck looking, that it's great and it's very practical. And my buddy Tim there with Pickup Trucks and SUVs did a comparison. Tim, what did you do? It was was it a full size to the Ridgeline, or I can't remember the comparison video you did, but it was really good. And there's a lot of cool points to that, but no, I do not think that Frontier hurts Ridgeline at all, because I think we as truck people may see them playing in the same market, but I don't think the average buyer that would buy a Honda sees it that way. Let's see. Nissan should cancel the XD. There is no point of having it. Fun Swag says, I agree. Pardon me. I agree. And I think this is the last year you see of the XD. I did a video on it where I thought last year would be it, but it squeaked out enough with COVID. I think they have enough contracts to build parts that they need to make it one extra year. Any idea what the engine is like? Sure, Joe Inc. You can go to your 2020 Nissan Frontier and test drive that engine right now, because it is the new 3.8 liter V6. Yes, Mr. Smith. After viewing your Navara video that just dropped, I hope we get those aggressive style wheels as an option for our Pro 4X Frontiers. I would agree with you. I was pretty high in that video on those wheels. And I like those a lot, especially in that gray color. Their blacked out wheels look freaking amazing. Zach says Honda can't seem to commit to wanting their trucks to look like a truck. That is right. But that's, Honda has their own, like, completely their own fan base, and they don't sway much. Let's see, did I miss any questions? I apologize if I did. No, it's not because I'm wanting to miss any questions here. Nissan should got that one. No, okay, no more Titan talk, Nick says. Nick, we do live streams every Sunday, man. Bring your questions. Or every Friday night now. I'm sorry, we moved them to Fridays. Let's see. BW Warren says he got 14K off his Titan. Dude, there's deals to be had on that Titan, I'm telling you. And I enjoyed my Titan. We've got 2 videos up, year 2 and year 3 of ownership. It was a great truck. I'm not big on the outside styling, but the inside of it is amazing. And Ronald, did I miss your super chat? If I did, I apologize, guys. Thank you for that super chat, and thank you for everybody in the last stream that did the super chats. Those do definitely help the channel grow. Let's see. Anything else we can pull from these? I think the picture I have right now of all 3 of those are pretty, about the best I think of all the images I have. Let's see. Nick says, for those wondering, manual will be available in the next-gen Frontier in the lower trim levels. There will not be a 6-speed in the Pro 4X. It's news to me because I've heard that they're done with manuals. But I don't doubt it. Could be. I'd heard at one time Nissan was playing with a 7-speed manual. I'm a dog man. Are you 2020 was the last year for the King Cab as a Pro 4X model. I purchased one in September because they wouldn't be available in 2021. I think you're going to see a 2021 of the current Frontier, and I think that the next gen Frontier is going to be like a 2021 and a half. I think that they produce that truck till February or so, and they'll run the line together. Nissan's known to run, like when they did the first gen and second gen Rogue, they just kept running them, and they sold it as a, what did they call those? A Rogue, not the Sport. I forget what they called it, like a Classic or something. Yes, thank you guys for all the attention on there. I do appreciate that quite a bit. Let's see, analytics. Let's see what we're doing right now. Oh, man. Been a crazy night, guys. Crazy night. Sorry, I'm going through the YouTube here real quick. Once again, if you have not yet, like and subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel quite a bit. And guys, any final questions? Because let's see, this video is we've been about 43 minutes on this one, and then we did an hour and a half on the Navara. Titan sales will go up if Nissan cancel. Where'd they go? I missed. It moved on me. Fun swag reduces. He took his question away. That's why it went away. Let's see, Joe Taylor. I'm trying to understand your question or what you're talking about there. Let's see. Bed links. Zach, I do not know. We have 0 dimensions on this thing other than the fact that you're seeing the image here first. Thanks to Nissan _community_ news. Joe Taylor there. Let's see. Just tuned in and can't wait for the new Frontier. Have you shown the latest pictures of the reveal yet? Rich, if you're looking at our screen, you look at right in the middle, you will see the potential 2021 Nissan Frontier. That was spied out of a Navara video tonight. That was kind of probably purposely put back there, but if you can see that, you can see the picture. If you're watching the video, you see it just as we all are. Yes, I would agree, Nick. Like they need more options on that truck, but options are expensive. So on the right-hand side, you see the potential Nismo Frontier. In the middle, you see just some kind of Nissan Frontier. And on the left, you see the testing videos or testing pictures of the Frontier. As we know right now, we're going to get a 3.8 liter V6 with a 9-speed automatic transmission. The if I was going to do that Nismo, I would offer it at 3.8 liter in a single turbo to crush its competition. Everything I know about Nissan, they're generally conservative with their horsepower rating, and I think the next gen will get at least a 5 to 10% boost in horsepower rating. The Cyber Spy, great name, great name. Good job, Kelly. What if you're new in this? Let us know what you think of this image before I close out of here. I've got this image. I've got the one image on our Instagram page. I'm going to put this image here on our Facebook page, and I'll probably dump it over to Instagram page. But I'm curious what you guys think of this thing. Is that it? Do you guys see it as okay? That's the Frontier. Nissan. They just showed us. There it is. Or are we just crazy? Are we living in a crazy world right now? And that's we're just making this up because everything I've seen of the Frontier, things I can't talk about. That's why I was in shock earlier. It's pretty freaking cool, I think. And hopefully you guys too. Hopefully, we've been waiting so long on this truck, man. And it's funny that the Navara got a new generation, which I've talked for a long time was you might as well consider that the third generation Frontier that we just didn't get. Navara's got a refresh of that truck now. We're still on the same damn truck. But I think that's probably why Nissan's put this in the it was like a hidden Easter egg. You know, it was funny. Danny in that Navara video was talking about, Dave, do you think they're going to put a lot of Easter eggs in the Navara? Because in the Titan, they put the little Titan T's everywhere. They're little hidden Easter eggs everywhere on that truck. And I was like, God, I hope not. And then that pops up in that video, and it's like, kick myself. Just freaking. Andrew, I agree. It does not look like a mini Titan. And Andrew, we'll move this one out of the way for you. So there is a Titan next to it. And there is the potential Frontier. And no, they similar, but I wouldn't say it's a mini Titan like everybody was trying to call it. So we'll put that back up there because that's a better looking image right there. That is a much better looking image. Let's see. If I was CEO of Nissan, I would cancel the XD. Sell it with the 3.85 liter Cummins. I wouldn't sell it with that Cummins at all. I think that's a garbage engine. And I think it's so restricted from the factory, not Nissan's fault, but it's so restricted due to emissions. Oh, man. Let's see. Why did... Well, Zach, I documented that on my podcast many years ago that we were going to get the Navara as the truck, and then Fred Diaz came in late 2016 and said that's not going to work for the American audience. And Nissan, they brought Fred in from Ram, and so they listened to him. And because Nissan at the time was trying to do some, and this is straight, I got this straight from engineering's mouth, that they were trying to reuse some seats. We were going to get a very nickel and dime Frontier. And they were just said, hey, we cannot do that. So development of these things is no speedy process. It's 3.5 years to develop. And so it takes time, man. And then, you know, think about Nissan, especially Nissan America has had a couple different CEOs now, and each one of them want to put their kind of stamp on everything. Just muddies the water. Muddies the freaking water. Let's see. Any other questions, guys? Let's see. Oh, man. What a good time tonight. What a surprising good time. I knew Navara was going to be fun, but I didn't think it was going to be this much fun. Let's see. Any other questions? We're right at 50 minutes, and I've been doing about 3 hours worth of this show. And my voice is starting to go out. Let's see. Nick says, what I'm excited for, the new Frontier is the new screens, updated safety tech, increased power over the 2020 specs, and a better package all around. Nick, I would say that what's going to scare you about this truck is if you look at the new Titan, just imagine the interior Mini. That's been my biggest down of this truck, is that we've seen this interior since 2016. And they put a bigger screen in the Titan this year, but other than that and a few color changes, it's old. So, and I think that's part of what's keeping why this truck keeps getting delayed. I think they're getting, trust me, that Frontier that I dropped on the right-hand side, I was given a thumbs up. I will say that by somebody within Nissan, that they like the attention that truck got, even though they don't like how that picture got out. They like the attention that got. And it does it. Things like this influences direction, and it can make quick changes before they get to be final. And so I think sometimes, like there was a few weeks ago, we had the interior all of a sudden show up in this thing. Somebody got a close-up picture, like it was intentional. And I think they do these things to kind of like, let's see what people say about it real quick. And like, I dogged it. I'll be honest. I dogged it. And I think it's a good looking interior. I just, once again, think we've seen this thing. We've seen this interior now since 2016. So I don't know. I don't know, guys, but let me know. If you guys, what is the new design? Enrique says it's in the middle there, potentially. Nissan should take the Frontier and make it an SUV version. I would agree with that, and they should call it the Terra. They can't call it the EX Terra anymore because they do not own that name, but they could call it the Terra. And I'm still think that we're going to get something to that nature in the United States. All right. Thank you, Tim, for linking that video into this thing. And guys, if you don't know, I'm going to go watch it in just a minute. Tim's pickup truck and SUV talk over there. Tim is a good friend, and he has a mighty YouTube channel, and he's my hero. Tim, you're my hero. But let's see, possible Pathfinder hints. You're going to see the Pathfinder very soon. You're going to see the Armada. So Armada, you're going to see quickly. Pathfinder and Frontier, which is what the order I was told recently. So whether that's true or not, but that's the order I was told. And obviously we've seen the Armada. You just look at the global version of the Patrol. And anyways. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for me. I can barely talk. I'm blown away by this news. I've left this image up here. I'm going to share this image here in a few minutes on our socials. If you want to share it, please give us credit for it. Let us, it just helps the channel. And that sounds like, oh, this channel does need all the attention it can get because I have an ear at Nissan. And if you guys, they do listen, they're watching this. If they're not in here now at 152, trust me, I know people over there, and I don't say that lightly. Like I don't care. Like they're people, just friends I know, colleagues. They want your feedback on these things. And I've always said it, be positive. Constructive criticism makes things change faster than like F Nissan. That's not blah, blah, blah. This truck sucks, this and that. Constructive criticism. They screen capture all this stuff. They take it to their bosses, and if they can't screen capture, hey, F you Nissan all the time, and take it to their boss, because their bosses are going to be like, why, what are you doing? Constructive criticism is the way to make changes at this brand. So guys, from all things Nissan, Frontier, Navara, whatever you like, man, we've been covering it tonight. This is your Nissan Nation. And Joe Taylor, take us out, buddy. You know what we are. Woo, we're tired. We're out. Peace, everybody. See you guys live Friday.